Any questions?
I know this is a little goofy, but does it getting the pieces back? Does it feel different for you? I mean, this year's you've had to adjust more offensively because of injuries. Does it feel different or nice in some way to get the pieces back?
Look, I think obviously there were a handful of injuries to certain key positions, and I don't know that it feels different. I mean, the immediate thing that goes into our planning is, how we're using everyone, and relative to this game also. Some games you're in more base, some games you're in more sub, offensively, defensively, obviously. We get a nickel back. So we've had a number of guys prior to the bye that weren't playing, but I think that very quickly you shift into what's the active game day, and then what are the roles for those players.
How beneficial is it to get PJ back?
Look, he was a starter for us, and that position, that position's playing, well over 40 snaps a game. So, fortunately we're deep at that position, and but it's good. You get a guy who's been starting. Obviously, you're deeper than.
This is a little bit off topic, but I'm doing something on Demario Davis. Are you aware of just how active he is with social causes?
Yeah.
And what do you think of that?
Listen, I think it's outstanding. When you sign someone in free agency, you do your homework. You spend a lot of time on the film, but then also a lot of time trying to research the college grade, makeup, and all of those things. And I would say, that all being said, he's exceeded what we believed then to what we're seeing now. He's I think, a great leader for our team. He's a real good teammate, and has been a key addition for us, both on and off the field.
The qualities that he shows by taking on an issue and not being afraid of ramifications, do you see that personality on the field?
Well, I mean, I see a real good football player on the field, and so someone who's confident, who's a real good tackler. The personalities of a team can vary greatly, and so off the field, those are strong feelings and beliefs and personalities that we encourage.
Will you try to carve out a few minutes to see any of LSU and Alabama tomorrow? Does your schedule allow that at all?
Well, tomorrow, I think, because of the time of the game, which is 2:30 in that area, there's a gap before our evening meetings. The challenge for us, obviously, with a night game is it's generally while we're meeting. So, I'll watch that and watch it closely.
And any comment on the job that Joe Brady has done? He's become one of the hottest college coaches in the country right now.
Listen, I'm excited for him, but I'm, obviously, to see, but their success, but just as importantly, the fans, Coach O, Greg McMahon, there's a lot of guys, Bill Johnson, guys that, that are on that staff. So we're excited when they're playing well, and they've been playing outstanding.
Would you have anticipated that he could make that kind of impact? Joe, I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think that he's someone who's very sharp, smart, and I'm sure, and I'm speaking for Joe as well, I'm sure there are a number of other guys involved in that process, and I think that obviously the quarterback's playing well. It's an important game for both teams, and it's a good weekend of football.
Would it be safe to say that you pull for them to win?
Always. Yeah, always. Yeah, absolutely.
Sean, when you watch a game like that, are you watching as a fan, or are you evaluating a little bit?
As a fan, but then you'll see certain things you might recognize, or it's not often you watch a game. If something happens in a game you just have on and it looked pretty interesting, the next day I'm finding it, college film or NFL film, if it's something that you think can apply, but yeah, just like everyone else.
You mean like a play design?
Yeah. Something that just is unique, that was successful in a game, we'll look at it. the next day.
What's it
Or
like?
there's some places that you get that more than other places, like a certain team is playing or a certain coach that.
I think it's just look because we don't get to plan. You know, if you're casually watching a game and it's on. I mean, rarely do we get to sit and watch a 4-hour college game, but it's not unusual. I mean, all the way back to what was it, 2013? I think. I don't know who was playing in the Dome here. It was a big bowl game. It was the 2 days before we played a playoff game in Philadelphia. One of the teams had something unique in, and I remember getting the TV copy. We were game planning Philadelphia, but looking at it and then putting it in for the playoff game. It was just something that had a good design to it.
You feel like this is probably LSU's better or best chance in quite a while, considering what they've done so far this year?
I not having followed or seen a lot of their games, I just know they're playing well, and I know Alabama's a tough opponent. I think it'll be a real good game, and but you could feel the level of excitement too. You know, just because it's an important game. When does, at this stage of the year, when does one play two? You know, that doesn't happen very often.
You watch it closely, being the quarterback guru you are with Joe Burrow and Tua.
Well, it's hard for us to watch games closely, but tomorrow's start time, it'll be a little easier to follow it.
You enjoy matchups like that when you see two good quarterbacks? Like your thoughts on maybe
Two good teams, yeah. Two good teams. Yeah, like anyone else does.
When it comes to the Falcons, I know they've had recent success over the years. Is it surprising to you? How surprising is it that they're struggling?
Well, look,
this year?
that's our league, and I say this because I know Coach Quinn well, and I know their program well, and you know, there's such a fine line in our league between a groove and a rut, and you know, you look at their tape and you watch the games closely. Our league's that competitive and that balanced, so we're going to have to play well, and our players understand the focus for us really is our execution and our attention to detail. Anything else? All right, thank you.
Thanks, Sean.